Hi everybody. So today I would like to talk to you about ethics in childcare when working with young children. So a lot of the points that I'm going to be talking about are kind of drawn from the Code of Ethics. And as professionals, educators who are involved in teaching these young children, you're kind of able to go back and reconnect to those points. So I just thought I would kind of mention that first. As educators, it is so important that we are respecting these children and their families as educators and understanding that parents are and children are extremely busy in their families on a daily basis. So kind of just getting an idea of how things can be, especially if you don't have kids. Looking into a point like as a student, in a perspective as a student, and how busy you are and how it could be very frustrating at times. It is kind of why I feel it's important that we can respect how chaotic and overwhelming things can be and how it's normal for not things to always be perfect or always be perfectly planned out. Sorry. As professionals in this field of early childhood education, we need to have an appreciation and respect for all religion and all culture. Educators should be respecting the early years of childhood as such a unique and valuable stage of their life as we know it to be. The first years of a child's life are so important in its development. And honestly, the relationship and the bond between children and their families and how we teach the child and develops and learns is so important, and that we kind of carry that on into the child's day at the daycare. It As a passionate educator, it's really easy for me to appreciate a child's uniqueness and individuality, and just kind of understanding how they have their own style and their own way of learning. And personally, I just love just seeing how each child is able to bring that out in themselves. I find it so inspiring, honestly. As an educator, I personally do believe that there is no reason for a child to be looked at or treated then lesser than an adult or another coworker. As young educators, starting out in the field, understanding the importance of individuality and how every child should and will not always learn the same way. So kind of recognizing the importance of uniqueness and the individuality of each child, as well as their own diversity in and of itself. So respect is so important, is such an important part of building relationships, yet not only with your students, but with the families as well. In experience to this, I believe that it is extremely I believe that it's so important to understand that not each child and its family are going to come from the same background. So kind of like just getting an eye and a view and a point on when that child comes into your classroom, they're not going home every day to the same setting. You don't know that each child is the same and that they're going to the same happy place. So kind of keeping that in mind, you're kind of setting yourself up to give this child the environment that they deserve each and every day, so that they come back to this safe place. I personally need to consider the different types of backgrounds that each child can go through. It's definitely something confidential and you do in a respectful manner. As an educator, we want to really support each child the best way that we can. So keeping in mind that not every child is coming from the same background and is going to the same home, happy place every day, that we as educators can provide that happy, safe space for them every day when they come, and that they know. And honestly, it gives me chills just thinking about it because it's something that I love and that I enjoy just so much. important that each and every single day we are providing these children with positive and filled with different types of learning experiences that can be unfolded throughout the day of the environment. So, kind of overall, throughout this Ed Talk, which I appreciate you all for listening, kind of to gain back respect from a child is understanding how they are best understood. So, sorry. In support of that, kind of incorporating culture, diversity in the classroom and in the community, and creating individual safe spaces for the children in the classroom of that environment. Providing children with the proper support to engage in positive interactions just will amaze you with the results. So keeping that in mind, just treating every child with the proper respect. Honestly, I feel that respect and confidentiality when talking about ethics in the early years and overall is just an important key to life. So I appreciate for all of you watching me talk with my hands and kind of listening through this video. I hope that you were able to kind of gain some information on this and kind of get where I'm coming from. So thank you all, and I will see you later.